Live in the Gray stars Michelle Krusiec as Claire. While investigating a child abuse case, she discovers that the family is being tormented by a supernatural entity. This is written and directed by Abel and Bruce Fang, and it hit Shudder last week. And for better or worse, this feels like one of the most Shudder-like movies out there. So much that I feel like I can copy and paste my reviews of some of their other films onto this. Now, I generally really enjoy Shudder as a streaming service, as they have a lot of great classic horror films and cult films, and when their originals work, they wind up being great hidden gems. However, they also tend to distribute a lot of minimalistic, atmospheric slow burners that all feel like they take a page out of the same book, just in different settings. And this is yet another one of those films. Now, it touches on some great themes regarding the effects of abuse and trauma, with this entity being essentially a personification of said themes, and it's acted well enough. Michelle Krusiec is fine as Claire, while Madeline Grace as young Sophie, the girl whose family Claire is investigating, gives the film's most compelling performance and allows for things to resonate strongly enough. And similar to a lot of these other slow burn horror films, it's got a great atmosphere. Abel and Bruce Fang rely a lot on meticulously building up the tension with darkly lit claustrophobic settings and an eerie score, and I thought it was all very well crafted. But it also just feels pretty generic, and it feels like so many other films we've seen before. I really do enjoy films that use horror as a way to touch upon relatable topics, and this does so in a way that I wouldn't call contrived or anything, but it also adds nothing new to the conversation either, and while it's put together nicely, it felt predictable in some instances. There's an interesting spin that Claire has always been able to see dead people, giving it a little bit of a Sixth Sense vibe, but all that leads to are sequences we've seen in other films before, where it's just filled with ghostly visions and it causes her to lose her mind a bit as the film goes on. And it doesn't help either that, despite Krusiec's acting, we can feel a little emotionally disconnected from Claire, especially with part of the film being about her relationships failing. We don't dislike her, but considering how closed off she is from everyone, it's the performance that even makes her remotely intriguing to follow. On top of that, the film can definitely feel a bit too long, running at 2 hours and 3 minutes, and with the slow burn approach, you can feel that runtime. Though, when things come to a head in the final act, it actually does go from 0 to 100 rather quickly, in a somewhat jarring tonal shift that, at the same time, is welcome, considering the film has felt like something of a ticking time bomb and felt like something was about to pop for all these characters and their respective storylines. So at least things end on a solid enough note. And overall, They Live in the Gray is serviceable, just nothing particularly unique. It's well acted, it touches upon commendable themes, and it sets its atmosphere nicely, but on another note, it runs about 20 minutes too long, can sometimes feel emotionally disconnected, and it plays into tropes we've seen in so many other slow burn horror movies. It's a film I respect as it is put together well, but it's also not a must-see unless you're into these eerie, moodier films. They Live in the Gray gets a 6 out of 10. So let me know, did you see They Live in the Gray, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Is it a new favorite ghost story of yours? Is it one of your new favorite Shudder movies? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.